Hello, everybody, and welcome on this live event by Legal Creatives. My name is Tessa Manuelo, and I will be your host for today's event, which is featuring Sabine Sylberbogen from Made in Law. Hello, Sabine. Very nice to
Hi.
have you here today.
Hi. Good
Sabine
to
is
see
live
you.
from Paris or London?
Today I'm in Paris.
She's live from in Paris. She is working both in Paris and London, and today she will be talking about the potential of legal tech for entrepreneurs, but mostly for lawyers. Before we get started, just so you know that Legal Creatives is an open network and platform for every legal creatives around the world to showcase themselves, showcase the innovative products, showcase the innovative research topic, and any kind of initiatives that is innovative and related to the legal field. And today I'm especially happy to host Sabine, who is going to be talking about legal tech and how legal tech is beneficial to entrepreneurs, but most importantly to lawyers. Let me introduce you, Sabine, before we get started. She's a lawyer. She's a general counsel in Europe, France for Amazon.com, startup founder in legal tech, trilingual lawyer, and expert in business law and legal automation transition. And she's working for Made in Law. She's the founder and CEO of Made in Law, who helps entrepreneurs when they create this startup to get all of their legal work done. But she will be talking much more about this today on the live, so I don't want to steal the punchline. Sabine, whenever you're ready, you have the flow.
Okay, thank you. So thank you very much for this introduction, and thank you, Tessa, for giving me these opportunities to talk about legal tech and Made in Law, but also why I think that legal tech is the future of lawyers and how technology is going to, from a very interesting point of view, to enhance and to strengthen the work of lawyers in the future. So in a few words, you've already said everything about me. So what else? I'm indeed a lawyer. I still practice and have my firm. We are launching a new type of law firm here in France with a partner, my friend Marc Lipsier. And our goal as lawyers is to introduce technology into our day-to-day work and make our clients more autonomous through every tool we could put in their hands. So this being said, I'm a startup. I'm an entrepreneur in the legal tech, and the reason is because I was, through my career, highly frustrated of the level of work, of recurrent work that we're doing as lawyers, that has absolutely no technical or intellectual value or even legal value. It's just something that has to be done, and it has to be done the right way. So what we call contingency work has been, for me, a subject of interest. And I think that it will relieve lawyers from a lot of work if we can manage to automate everything that is contingency. It could be from, just generating contracts, which is always the same contract. We already have tools that I'm sure you use with templates, with Word and so on. But there's also a lot of work that is done. And if you look at very simple legal actions such as creating a company. When you create a company, you can, at least in France, but same thing in the UK, from my experience, you have to generate about 20 different documents. You never know which one is the right one unless you go through an expert. So those very basic legal actions require lawyers' time, experience, energy, but has not much value out of, drafting the goodbye laws or legal clauses that can help the development of the business. And this is where I start thinking of what can I do as a lawyer to first simplify the work of my clients, simplify their life, and also enhance my value to them, which is the strategy I can share, which is the strategy they can or they may want to develop in the future for their own company, for their activity, but not make them pay my extremely expensive hourly rate for very basic and recurrent and contingency work that for them has absolutely no value. It's just an execution of a strategy that we have discussed together. And this is where I thought that I should investigate and put some time into the LegalTech. And this is where I started with Made in Law. So Made in Law is a tool that helps you, as Tessa said, incorporating your company fully online, totally automated from the moment you decide incorporating to the moment that everybody signs and until you get your registration document. And after that, our goal is to have a company on the shelf that you can use when you need it, close it when you don't need it anymore, reopen it later if that makes sense, but be able to do business as you go and as you want. But that's not the purpose of my talk today. Was not really talk about Made in Law, which is, even though I can talk for hours, but that's not the goal. The goal is to share more the view that I have about how LegalTech is improving consistently for the past 2 or 3 years the work of lawyers, how it helps us as lawyers to enhance what we can give to our clients, which is analysis, strategy advice, litigation also support, but also day-to-day management of their workload without spending our time in drafting papers or reviewing very basic documents. And if we are able to provide our clients with this type of tool who are going to relieve their time and relieve our time as lawyers, then my goal, and I trust, then they will value even more the work that we do as lawyers, as a human being able to think, able to connect, and also able to draft or to propose a strategy that today even artificial intelligence is not able to do. We've seen enormous progress in this field, but it's still not in our day-to-day life. So in the meantime, and until a computer is able to develop the strategy of a litigation before court or of an acquisition of a big company or competitor, until that day, we still have to live and we have to benefit from what technology gives us. And automation of recurrent and recurring documentation is one step. There's many others. And my view is that in 10 years, we look back and we realize that technology has been providing us and giving us an opportunity to value more what we can bring and share to our clients, and probably will raise the fees. It's totally counterintuitive, but lawyers will be paid more in the future than they are paid today. So Tessa, I know you have we had these discussions before. Maybe you have questions. So if anybody online has questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the chat. But the idea that I'm sharing today is, what if tomorrow technology helps us in improving the value and also the hourly fees that we are currently charging to our clients.
Thank you, Sabine, about for presenting your vision and sharing your thoughts on the future of the legal profession. And for everyone who is on the live, you can type in your questions for Sabine in the live chat, which is just below the YouTube live video. So feel free to put your comments and questions. And in the meantime, Sabine, I would be very interested in knowing more how do you think lawyers are gonna manage to get paid more for what they do? Is how long it's gonna take, and what does it take for it to happen?
Why? It's because clients are eager to be more autonomous. They want to have access to the documents that we provide them. They want to be able to execute more on their own and use the lawyer just when they need it. When you look at, for example, do a quick test. You go on Google and you type, I want bylaws for a commercial company. So it could be a C Corp in the US, it could be SAS in France, it could be a limited company in the UK. So whatever, you just type bylaws, limited company, UK, and you'll get in a few minutes more than 1,000 results. So anybody who wants to incorporate a company, and this is a very simple example, I'm taking it purposely, you'll get thousands of examples. So you don't need somebody to tell you need bylaws. You already know that. So information is already accessible. What a lawyer can do for you when you start a business, when you start doing corporate work, you can find it online. There's nothing that a lawyer doesn't know that is not online. Where the lawyer is useful is when your company starts to be bigger, when you want to hire an employee, but just what? People are moving and developers can be everywhere, or an employee can be everywhere. So what do you need? You need to know what's going on. What happens if my employee is in Spain and I am based in San Francisco or in Montreal and I want to sell in China? This is when the lawyer is useful, because you need somebody who's going to be able to connect the information in all those three countries specifically to the questions that you're asking. One is for employment, the other question is for selling in China, and is going to be regroup the information, analyze it, and then find a way for you to do the three things at the same time without taking legal risk or limiting the legal risk. This is when the lawyer is useful. So if we can automate the very basic things, such as incorporation or registration with the Social Security in Spain. So if we take this example back, let's say the employer has to be registered in Spain to be able to hire someone. But this, once you know that you have to register, do you need a lawyer to do it? Probably not. Why you would use your lawyer? Well, because even though it's a very basic things to registration, you just don't want to be wrong. So what the lawyer can do for you is do it for you, but for the lawyer, there's no high value in this registration fact. He will probably hire another correspondent in Spain to do it for you, and you will end up paying €1,000 just for a simple registration, which is for the client, sorry, a problem, because it's a lot of money paid for a very basic act, but he needs it, so he's going to pay for it, even though he's upset. So what lawyers can do is, why don't we propose to our clients for those very basic things as automated services, where clients can just push a button and say, yes, I want to register in Spain. So just push the button, answer the question, sign the documents, and it's done. You don't need me to follow you and cross the documents. And for that, I'm charging €50. So nothing. It's just a system. It's just an automation system that does the work that do not need legal value, that has absolutely no legal value. But it has to be done, and it has to be done the right way. So this is why I think lawyers are the best person in place to propose and to automate those processes, those what I call contingency processes. But just imagine, once your client is based in Spain for hiring his employee, selling his products in China, and based in the US, well, then he's going to face VAT or tax issues. He's going to face how do he pay the salary. And this is when the lawyer, again, is useful. what is the strategy we need to adopt, what are the documents we need to issue, what are the contracts we need to issue. But once the contract is issued, you don't need the lawyer to execute the contract. So again, it can be automated. Execution of a contract can be automated. And today we have blockchain, which is a fantastic tool, which in my view is going to really change the way lawyers are going to do work. We also have, on top of that, we can use Bitcoins also for payments, for online payments, and as a new currency. We'll see how it goes. It's controversial, but it is going to change also the way we look into execution of contracts, because you will not always use now current money, but you will use Bitcoins in your contracts in some instances. So all of those new technologies can help an execution of contract to be automated. That's my view. When, to your questions, it's hard to tell. I think legislation and regulations are going to come into the play, and will either have a counter effect of making this later than sooner. In the US, we've seen that blockchain regulations are very popular. Lots of states have been adopting favorable legislations. France is looking into it very closely. Monaco, already in Europe, has been looking into it very closely. And I think that as soon as we have blockchain regulations, automation of the legal work will not be new. It will just be a given. Everybody will have to do it. It will not be an option for a lawyer, in my view, to invest into the automation systems and legal tech. So my view,
Sabine, yeah.
Let's discuss in 10 years. You've recorded this, so maybe in 10 years we can revisit it and see if I was right or wrong. But I think in 10 years we won't talk about blockchain as something new. It will be totally included in all of our day-to-day workload. We will not, all lawyers will have an automated system, a platform, or that they've been developing themselves, or that they are using as externally, or with a license, and all clients will be asking for more autonomy and more access to their work and templates that lawyers can share.
And do you feel comfortable showing us what you've been working on with Made in Law as an example of what the future of the legal profession will be?
Sure, with great pleasure. Again, this is
Thank you, Sabine.
Yeah, just before I show the video, it's a real first step. We are trying things. I don't know if we will be right or wrong, but we want to try, and we want to propose new products to our clients. So Made in Law is a separate company from my law firm. It's more in investigating and a new product that we propose, and that we'll soon propose online with a gray label on our newborn law firm. So I'm very excited. I'll share it with you immediately. Just need to.
That's wonderful. Take your time. Thank you for sharing with our live audience and all replay viewers. I'm sure this is going to be extremely interesting and inspiring as well, because you obviously are leading the way for legal tech and the future of the profession.
Thank you. Here we go.
Wow, that's fantastic. So
Thank you.
simple. Is
That
this
was the
live
goal.
already?
To make it
Or
very simple.
is this live already? Can we already start using it?
It's live. It's the private beta, so you won't be able to pay. But yes, you can access to the website and you can play with it until the payment page.
Wow, that's fantastic. Is
It
there a website you can show us?
Yes, sure. It's beta. I can share it on the chat. It's
Yeah, I can. Or maybe you can share your screen and you can show us. I don't know. I would love to see now. I want to see more. If
Okay, I'll share the screen with you immediately. Give me 1 second.
Wonderful. Yeah, definitely. Sabine has put a lot of work with her team on simplifying the incorporation process, which we know can be very complicated, and it shouldn't be. As entrepreneurs and startup founders, I mean, I consider myself also one of them. So we are looking for simplicity, rapidity. So this is the website.
Yeah, so that's the website. So as you can see, it's our goal is to be international. So today you pay in euro, it's French and English. Tomorrow you will be able to pay in dollars, in Canadian dollars, or whatever currency you want. And the idea is to show you how simple it can be to answer a questionnaire, review the documents. We coordinate automatically with all your contacts and business service providers. You sign online and then you can control everything from your dashboard. So this is your dashboard. So basically, we want it to show you the events that can happen to you and with administrative notifications. So to give you heads up on what's going on in your company, all the documents that you need. Also, you can create new procedures. Inbox is where you will receive notification from us, but also from your partners in your company. If there's something into the documents that's not working, billings is when you subscribe to your product. You can sign online. You will soon be able to sign all your documents through your phone, so you don't even need now to meet in a lawyer's meeting room. And you will be able to operate in France, and as of next year, we are considering other countries. So if you want to create a company, it's very simple. You get there, you can read whatever information you need. We already have thousands of clients who are using us, and most of them are asking us to develop more products. We're just working hard on it to share and to provide them more autonomy and as much documents and templates from our company that they may need.
Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. Kudos for doing it. When did you started working on Made in Law? Do you want to share more about your own entrepreneurial journey as a startup founder in LegalTech?
Sure, I can talk hours about it. It's my new. It's very exciting to be able to enter into this energy of automating something that people, it's painful. The idea of Made in Law was really to help entrepreneurs, because when I left Amazon, the first thing when I look into clients, the first thing I've seen was that people were just lost with very, very basic legal activities, legal needs, and entrepreneurs, because I'm from a entrepreneurial family. Entrepreneurs were the first one to be impacted, and they were losing tons of hours and money. When I started looking into it, was back in 2014, and people were still paying between 5,000 and 10,000 euros for incorporating a company, which is absolutely huge for the technicity of the documents. Document bylaws are very simple. You don't need complex clauses when you launch a business. You need it afterwards, but you don't need that from scratch. You need some things, and this is what we decided: is decide and talk with investors, talk with accelerators. We met the family, which is a very famous accelerator in France, and we talked with them a lot about what entrepreneurs need to be able to raise funds easy, to be able to function and have a smart and interesting governance. And this is where we have decided to start with this product. And I worked with a law firm on it, and then on my own, and we finally launched Made in Law as our first product. We will launch service proposing branch companies for companies located abroad, and afterwards we will propose more.
Wow! So that was a long journey.
It was, yes, it was, and it has been hard to convince people that they could do legal work online. If I go this path and identify what has been the most difficult is in the past 3 years since I really started looking into it and finding the right product for the right clients. I think the biggest difficulty I had is to convince people that this makes sense, that this is a future of our legal work, or of what every entrepreneur will go through, what every entrepreneur will ask for. They are going to ask for services like this one, different ones, obviously. We'll have competitors, we'll have other offers to entrepreneurs, but they want more autonomy. They want to be able to answer questions, very basic ones, and get things done easily, quickly. And when they need time, they want to take the time, and they are ready to pay for it. And this is really the biggest lesson I got is lawyers and accountants are hard to convince, but entrepreneurs are the first one who need it, and they are eager for more. And they are eager for lawyers to come and listen to them and provide them with services that they need. And believe me, they're really ready to pay for the work that cannot be automated, because they have a very good understanding of what can be automated and what can't be automated. And when you explain it and say, well, if it's not automated, I have to charge you more because it's going to be my time and it's going to be analysis time, and they're ready to pay a lot of money for that.
And now that you have been working on this project, so you think as young lawyers or more experienced lawyers, how can we transition in a smooth way into this new world, and how can we also lead our community into this new legal world? In other words, if you had one tip to give to our audience, for everyone who might be interested either in like being a LegalTech startup founder or a lawyer using LegalTech in their work, what would be how to start? Where to start?
The first thing is listen to your clients. Be eager to discover new technologies. It can be simple things such as start a Slack conversation or Slack group on with your client instead of using emails. Accept to use other tools than the one that you're currently using, because it will totally blow your mind and show you how differently your clients are working, and it will then provide you with ideas as per what type of service you can then propose them and that they like. That would be my first tip, is listen and change your habits and move to the world of your clients. Use their tool, look into the system they're using, and try to see how you can adapt to it. And afterwards, it really depends on the time you want to dedicate to it. I'm sure that in a couple of years, lawyers will be proposed with tons of softwares and APIs and websites and products that they will be able to plug and play on their own website. But I do think that the starting point is have your own website and identify your type of clients, and then look into your day-to-day work. What do you think that is not interesting in doing in your day-to-day life for your clients, but you have to do it, and you have to be concentrated and focused to do it, but that a machine or a computer or an algorithm can do even better than you do and faster. And once you have answered this question, then you can think about maybe you will go into LegalTech, maybe you will collaborate with a software company to develop a product, or maybe you will just look into the market and see if this product exists already and use it for your own clients.
So thank you. So it's about really listening, which is very interesting because yesterday we had a live event with Julie Ostro, who is an expert in communication. And we were talking about the importance of listening to clients' needs as lawyers in order to make sure to really understand without judgment and without assumptions what the client really needs and really wants. And now it's interesting because we're going back into the importance of listening to their needs and listening to the way they work in order to learn, as well as lawyers, how we can improve our own practice, how we can improve our workflow and save time by adjusting to them.
Indeed. And I really believe.
Yes, Sabine, sorry for interrupting. Yes, please.
I totally agree with what you just said. So no, it's interesting how lawyers have been developing their own practice because they are so focused on law and what the government's preparing as the new bill of law or the new change or whatever for the clients, that they forgot that the client has a day-to-day workload, and they forgot to listen to their clients. And I think it's time now for lawyers to just turn back, stay focused on law because this is our job, but also focus on the clients, and not only because they like them, but just look into their needs.
And if there would be one key message you would like to convey to our audience, what would it be about the legal future and LegalTech, being an entrepreneur? One message from your talk, from your presentation.
I would say we're living in a fantastic moment, transitioning moment where everything's possible in the LegalTech world. Every idea is possible to taste and try. So if I have one message, whatever idea you have, just try it. Try it online. There's many tools that you can use, and you can use every day to try your ideas. Go on Facebook, share it on Facebook, see if people react, ask your clients, and then develop it. But try is the best thing we should do as lawyers, because we are very creative people. We are usually very smart people. And the future is in our hands, as long as we take the opportunity to look into it and to accept to reinvent the way we've been practicing so far. And if we're able to do that, we end up with fantastic products, and obviously that would be shared across the world. It would be a very interesting 10 next years to look into.
Wow, that was such a great ending lines. I will need to retweet all of them on Twitter because they were really great lines.
Thank you.
So we own the future if we want to, and we can collaborate with other startups, developers, and really try new things. So what you said is everything is possible. Just try it.
Yeah.
Get started. Thank you so
Yes,
much, Sabine. If we want to know more about you, if our audience wants to connect with you, so for all of the live viewers and the replay viewers, you must probably already know that we have a Slack group with the legal creatives that you can all join absolutely for free in order to interact with Sabine. I think Sabine, you are in the group as well. Are you?
Yes, let me double check, but yes, probably. In any event,
But
I will
if
join
you
the
want to
group.
join, we would love to have you inside the group so you can interact with our audience from Legal Creatives. Yes. And the idea for this group is really to share our knowledge, our experiences, to learn from each other, to support each other, to celebrate the successes, and also to stand up again when we have some difficult times or failures, but then we can learn quicker by being together. So feel free to join this group on the legalcreatives.com/p/connect. And if not, how can we find you, Sabine?
It's very easy. Sabine@madeinlaw.com. You can contact me anytime.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and for your presentation. It was really a pleasure to host you, to feature you, to get to know you and your product better with Made in Law. I'm very impressed by the quality of the product that you came up with and you built, designed, and developed. So thank you for sharing today. And we will stay in touch. There will be more events, more opportunities for everyone to share. It's really for everyone to bring into this group what they want. So the more we share, the more we learn, and the more we grow and own the legal future. Create it all together.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Sabine. We'll stay in touch. And thank you for all the live viewers and replay viewers. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. It was nice. Enjoy Montreal. Bye-bye.